Okay, in the southeast of the map, we have Zeus, in the color red, playing as the Celts. While in the northeast of the map, we have Punisher, playing as the Blue Norse. Keep getting west and east mixed up. So right away, Zeus dropping down that early barracks. Better keep an eye out on the hunts again on this map. Just one hunt for Zeus. Two hunts for Punisher. Two hunts for Zeus. I think, yeah, so far this map looks good. So no barracks yet for Punisher. So if Zeus decides to send a spearman across the map, he might be able to at least delay Punisher's age up, deny his villagers these forward resources. And right away you can see that. Punisher does see that barracks. He's going to need to use his ranged scout to try and distract some of these spearmen. But he does have his melee scout in a very good location. Should have seen that spearman. Yeah, Punisher right away, just like last weekend. Gonna skip the barracks and go straight to H2 as fast as possible. He's gonna have to react though, don't want to lose this villager. And just going for that second town center again. Oh, run away villager, don't die. Oh, this is gonna be super annoying for Punisher. At least these aren't spar bar though, so the spearmen won't want to get close to this town center. I think Zeus is going to be able to knock down both these storehouses pretty much for free. And because Punisher has to build another storehouse, he doesn't have the wood for that barracks. He has decided to pull his villagers off the stone for now. He knows he needs that wood. Drop down that barracks as fast as possible. He is bringing his melee skill back. He's gonna have to manually task his town center on these spearmen. They might just try to deny the storehouse. Oh, they're gonna go straight for the barracks. And oh lord, if he denies that barracks, that is just huge. Poor Punisher doesn't even have the wood now to even remake it. Wow, poor Punisher. These spearmen just doing so much damage at the moment. I don't think he should be making the storehouse yet. He's just gonna make these spearmen come back. He needs to get this barracks up. They're gonna deny it once again. Already going for that low berry villager. Ah, second villager. This is not looking good. Almost gets a third. What's going on right now? Does get the barracks up. Can't lose any more villagers though if he hopes to stay someone in this game. Okay, so all the spearmen do go down. Zeus showing no mercy for a guy who's apparently worked a 9-hour shift. think he has some time though to try and restabilize here. 17 villagers to the 19, only 2 villagers behind. But Zeus did build a dock and is going to start gathering some fish, so this economy is just going to be crazy. Is starting to gather stone as well. Punisher 2 is regathering stone. Is the stream working? What does that mean? Scared me like that. I thought I was on the wrong scene. So Punisher does have the resources for that second town center. Let's build it ASAP. Where's he gonna put it? I think this is an okay location. Does secure him another hunt. Doesn't want to be too risky and move too far away because he does know there's going to be more raids coming shortly. Does have 2 lawn swordsmen, or 2 throwing axemen to the 4 lawn swords of Zeus. Zeus already got hand axe. He's getting pickaxe. No handsaw yet for Punisher. So one thing Punisher does have going for him is he is getting that second town center up quicker. It looks like he did lose another villager to this little raiding party. Zeus doing a good job at keeping Punisher off these hunts. 9, ooh, he's just gonna finish this storehouse. Punisher scout deciding not to shoot at his enemies. Villager count 24 to the 31. So despite the early second town center, he is behind on bills. Zeus is just building it now, but look at this location. Berries, gold, stone. Does have a hunt nearby. It's an ideal second town center. Is Punisher actually building his stables? Bold strategy. He wants to try and be a little offensive by himself. Just doesn't have numbers. Only 7 throwing axemen here. Zeus is going for the deny. Don't know if this is working. He's losing a lot of swordsmen now. He's gonna deny the stable, but and he is on top of these swordsmen. Punisher really has to kite. Zeus is fighting under 2 town centers here, though. Killing even more villagers, and yeah, Punisher just can't outmatch or get the army to fight this. GG. That's a quick one. Well played by Zeus. Those beginning spearmen really just did a number on Punisher. Yeah, almost 3,000 resources behind this early in the game. The map is Big Island, but you still, I guess, have to expect that spear rush to be coming, regardless. Waiting for both players to pick their civs. Okay, it looks like Punisher is choosing Arabia. Okay, both players back in, ready to go. Next map is going to be Arabia, and it looks like players have elected to do a Persian mirror. So I think Punisher is going to have a steep mountain to climb in this matchup. Persia, obviously Zeus's main civ. But Punisher has chosen the map, so maybe he has a strategy up his sleeve. So in the, I guess, south of the map, we have Zeus in the color red, playing as the Persians. While in the east kind of the map, we have Punisher in the color blue, also playing as the Persians. Oh, Punisher. This is a very risky strat. Right away, going for that forward town or storehouse on the hunt. Meanwhile, back at home, Zeus selecting to go for the picker gloves strategy and stay on berries. Oh, but I just feel if Zeus sees this, he's gonna make some Sparbara. It's not gonna be pretty for Punisher, but I guess he is quite a ways away on wood. Built 2 storehouses and did get that picker glove, so this might be alright for Punisher. I think any little advantage Punisher can get though in this matchup will be key if he wants to force a game 3. So Zeus just scouting out his side of the map, his plateau, finding some goats. Punisher on the hand being a little more, I guess, sneaky with his scout, trying to scout out what Punisher's doing. I think he is worried about that fast barracks. I think you know it's coming. It's gotta be coming. Where is it? Come on, Zeus. Don't deny me this barracks. It's sitting on a lot of wood. Punisher wants to 100% make sure to see if Zeus is building it or not before he uses his wood in response. And it looks like Zeus is just going to play it safe in age 2. Did he spot this? What? So he didn't spot that forward hunt from Punisher. Probably is wondering where he's gathering his food from. But he's on the way to the Bronze Age and is going to start gathering some stone. And it looks like Punisher stole the 2 goats from Zeus. 13 villagers at 13. Both players on the way to the Bronze Age. And both gathering stone. just gonna wait for these players to get to the Bronze Age. Yeah, resources for that. Try and see where the players are gonna try and put these second town centers. Both have the resources pretty much to place those right away. So Punisher is just gonna put it on his wood line. Zeus, on the other hand, just gonna put it on his goals. So in range of their first town center. No players being really too greedy. Trying maybe to secure another berry patch or gold outside of the starting base. So first military building for Zeus is a stable. This is Arabia, the biggest map in the map pool, so that's not a surprise there. Let's see what Punisher decides to make. He's forgetting about handsaw. Punisher's sake, I hope he also throws down a stable. There you go. Good man. So both players fairly even at this point in the game, both sitting at 19 villagers, both opening a stable, both got that second town center pretty much as soon as possible. Punisher doing a good job at staying on top of these hunts with his villagers. But now that there's going to be some Asabara on the field, he's going to have to be very careful. There is a rhino here. An angry rhino, man. So let's just check Zeus's vision. Doesn't see that hunt, so second stables for Punisher. Same with Zeus, so both players still pretty much even, doing the same build. Punisher is starting to get picker's gloves right away. Zeus is gonna run right by these food villagers. But I don't know, did he spot them? He does spot them. Good reaction by Punisher, but he is going to lose that weak villager that the rhino decided to attack. Does have 2 Sparbar of his own. But Zeus just going to ignore these, go for the villagers it looks like. Does get that second bill. Looks like Punisher's actually dropped a couple. He's 4 villagers behind. These Asabar are getting outnumbered here, 5-3. Punisher does draw first blood. Is researching plow at this forward storehouse, so that's gonna get denied. But is working on aid 10, so he can heal these weak Asabar up. Heal that Asabar up. Keep that weak one home. No point in him setting out. He's like 1 hit dead. Dropping a barracks as his 3rd building. Same with Zeus. Making some spearmen. Somehow Punisher's Asabar made it outside of the base without getting detected. Zeus is gonna come in here. It looks like he's gonna deny this barracks. Punisher. He's gonna probably lose 1 Asabara. No, it actually makes it away. That 5 Aspar. Punisher coming in here. Ooh, this could be a huge raid. This is what he needs. Good response from both players. Zeus desperately trying to forward some spearmen over here. I don't know if Punisher actually got a vill. Gets the one villager. There's a couple weak ones there. Now with these spearmen. I don't know. This Aspar might get trapped. Does get a second vill. Can I get a third? Just gonna have to run. There's too many spearmen here. Nice watch post by Zeus here. Protecting, keeping an eye on those resources. He's gathering forward hunts now as well. 40 villagers to the 43, so Punisher slightly behind. Another stable and another barracks. So 3 stables, 2 barracks. Well, Zeus on the other hand only has 3 production buildings queued up. Ten Asabar to the 7 of Zeus, but there is spearmen here. Oh, look at that weird little choke point. Timing is critical here. If Punisher can get on this hunt and somehow make this army come back from Zeus, he should be sitting in a good spot. Ooh, this is going to be a huge raid again. Once again, Zeus responds fairly quick. Doesn't look like he's going to lose a villager there. On the other hand, he does pick off 2 himself. Keep an eye on those Aspars, Punisher. First and 3 spearmen. So Punisher is on the way to the Silver Age. These 3 spearmen are outnumbered, but they're doing massive damage. They do have the A tent healing them up. So this is probably not an efficient trade for Punisher at this point. Oh, you have to kill that one spearman now. They're just going to get healed. I don't know what this villager is trying to do for Punisher. A lot of spearmen for Zeus on the field. Zeus also on the way to the tree did get up an armory. Scale mail. Not see an armory for Punisher. Also isn't gathering stone yet for that 3rd town center. Starting to make some mounted archers. This Asabar getting chased out by Zeus's Asabar. $60 villagers to 56. So both players doing a good job of keeping up with their villagers. Both players age 3 now, starting to make that mounted archer transition. Zeus is starting to expand his base forward, throwing down a lot of production facilities. Dropping down that 3rd town center, pretty much on the opposite side of his plateau. Setting him up south for the late game. Have a very good market line. Do see an armory coming down for Punisher. Adding on more stables. have a feeling whichever player has the most mounted archers when this fight comes should probably come out on top. If he can hit and run a lot of this army. Punisher doing a good job starting to throw down some walls. Hopefully he can get this one up before these Asabar get through. He's dropping down that third town center. Can't let that get denied. Would like to just see him move maybe his mounted archers over there. Ooh, that villager does build that wall in the nick of time. I'm sure he's gonna respond. It looks like the army is gonna get through here. Gonna need to build a gate here. Nicely done. Oh, if Zeus can deny this town center. You know, he's gonna go for it. Oh, this is a good trap. Punisher does snare a lot of these Asabara. I don't know where his mounted archers are going. Population's fairly even, but these Asabar are killing a couple of vills. Nice garrison there by Punisher. He's going forward with his mounted archers, trying to raid. So not too much damage dealt there by Zeus. Punisher is getting that barbed arrows. Zeus on the other hand hasn't really continued with his armory tech. Looks like Zeus really only has one main choke to his base. There's this little one here, but that's about it. Poor Punisher has to deal with 3. A lot bigger in size. Oh, and these mounted archers are gonna get caught. Punisher is hitting and running, trying to get as much DPS in as he can. And the rest of his army is heading over now. Starting to set up markets for both players. And Zeus already has a couple caravans. 124 gold. A lot of upgrades. Bowman Championship for Zeus. Ooh, a little bit missed micro there by Punisher. Got a little too close. And this looks like this is going to be go time for Punisher. He wants to make something happen. Kind of a good location for all of Zeus's range units, hiding in these buildings. So I don't think Punisher wants to take that fight. He's starting to get Asabara champion, horsemanship, throw out hit arrows, shield, and lots of upgrades for Punisher, so there's no real rush to try and force an engagement at this point. Both players just trying to macro up, their economy's going. No player on the way to the goal range yet. Zeus getting those reinforced walls. He's dropping a fortress here. These mounted archers could probably shoot, try and deny that. Yeah, and now this wall upgrade's finished. There's no way Punisher wants to stay here. Fortress doing massive damage to these range units. This is typical Zeus, man. Loves his walls, loves his fortresses, loves his towers. Oh, and he is gonna intercept this army. Not a fight Punisher wants to take him. Villager count 95 to 113. It's funny. Zeus has a lot more villagers, but Punisher's army just looks a lot smaller. He's got a lot rallied at home or something. All his spearmen are back at home. He's got some proxy siege workshops coming down for Zeus. Now that Zeus has these walls, it's going to be really hard for Punisher to raid, but he might get these gold villagers here. This will be a nice pick. Zeus is sitting at 113, so that actually might be helping him. He's on the way to the Golden Age. Ton of upgrades and cubes for both players. Punisher desperately trying to get through this wall. It looks like he might get trapped here. Walls are just so strong. If you don't have siege, it's almost impossible to get through Persian walls. One thing Punisher does have going for him is his mobility. Zeus has a more traditional Persian army with the bowmen, Barbara, even has some Takabara and Q. I don't think Punisher sees these siege workshops. He could try and deny it with all his villagers up here. Pay attention, Punisher. See this? Snipe that with your villagers. Don't let those go up. If Zeus can start getting some rams in here, that's going to be super annoying to deal with. So Zeus hit Golden Age. Punisher is on the way. Is moving these villagers. Okay, he does send his army over here. First ram is about to come out though. Does kill these villagers. Get that, chase that ram down. He did see it. Meanwhile, on the other side, Zeus is pushing in with his infantry. Range ball. Punisher actually does have some immortals. Like you don't usually see immortals in Persian mirrors, which is Punisher has reached the Golden Age himself. Is got the population lead. And a nice flanker with the mounted archers. So I think he should be able to clean up this army from Zeus. Zeus trying to get in through this wall with some rams. There is some Asabar here to bring them down though. So actually a lot of immortal camps out for Punisher. Seems so close. Zeus even dropping down more guard towers. Look at this. I have a feeling this is gonna go to a wonder. I don't think Punisher's too concerned if he loses these villagers at this point. It's sitting at 100. Zeus 104. Can attack a Paro champion. Punisher going the immortal champion route. Get horseshoes, saddlebags. Punisher, it looks like he's actually taking a little bit of a score lead. He's gonna need a little bit of a forward base if he wants to try and push into Zeus's main though. It's gonna be hard to reinforce this army, especially with these walls now and guard towers. Keep an eye on your mounted archers though, they're fighting some Takabara here. Interesting fortress from Zeus. Maybe he wants to do a little proxy Palantonin, try and snipe a town center. Both players just maybe have too many villas. Punisher on the front door of Zeus. Again, he's just trying to get through this wall, but he can't. Got a lot of cataphracts and Asabar here. Might be able to fight this army here. it just cancel Immortal Champion? No. Surprised his population hasn't changed. Where's their armories? So Punisher still needs that age 4 armory tech. Zeus on the other hand's almost done his. Cataphract champion even coming out for Zeus Punisher. Oh, and look at this. Zeus throwing down some walls. You know he's going to put some Palantona in this little area. He even has it rallied there. So interesting army compositions by both players. A lot of immortal champions for Punisher. Zeus on the other hand just sticking to Bowman. Is getting Blot Out the Sun, which increases their range. Very cool upgrade. Right now Bowman's range is 18 and 18 for the Immortal. So with this Blot Out the Sun, let's just see what this Bowman's range changes to. Should be able to outrange those Immortals after that. So he's making a couple Palantona, being very patient here. But the Punisher does see it. So with that Blot Out of the Sun upgrade, the Bowman's range goes to 23. Oh, and here we go. So this is going to try and repair this wall with these villagers and use these Palantonans to deny this town center. And this is going to be super annoying for Punisher to deal with. I don't think he's ever going to get through this wall with these villagers repairing. This whole side of Punisher's base could potentially get taken out. Ooh, this is huge play by Zeus. On the other hand, Punisher is trying to press with some rams. Look how quickly all these buildings are being taken out. One shot in everything. Even gonna get the armory. Looks like Punisher did have to run away. What's going on? The Asavar still haven't even gone through this wall. It's being out repaired. So Zeus is making some Cataphract champions of his own. He's gonna counter these Immortals pretty good. Looks like kind of Punisher's frozen here. Doesn't really know what he should be doing. I think he, oh yeah, look at Zeus totally killed that town center of Punisher. Now all these caravans are idle and Punisher hasn't noticed. He finally does make it through the wall, but the reinforcements from Zeus is going to clean this up. Zeus is working on composite though. He's Palantonan champion? Nah. Not every day you see 2 Palantonan being taken out by mounted archers. So a lot of resources in the bank. Punisher is rounding forward. Needs some Palantonan of his own. It's a nice forward base that he's got here. I think he's gonna have to start making some spearmen. Still trying to get through this wall. Zeus actually still needs iron smelting. So. When we see our first Magus on the field. It's not looking good for Punisher at this time. Look at all the Magus and Q for Zeus. Man, this Palanton just is knocking every Billy down with one shot. Punisher just been trying to make a lot of Asabara. He's getting low on food though. Has to be Tassel's caravan. Just a slugfest at this point. Keep up with your production, Punisher. Can't fall behind. Zeus has been getting the spar shield wall tech. What is this? What random Palanton coming down the middle of the map? Punisher still has the fortress over here. I'm surprised Zeus hasn't thrown down a wonder at this point. Still has a Palanton in here. He's getting Palanton champion. Just sneaking into the base. But I think Punisher doesn't even have the population to make a unit to try and kill this Palanton. Just can't get through these walls with its cap. A lot of mounted archers here. Punisher should be able to win this fight. Those Asabara get on the bowman. That Palanton does take out that town center. And he does deny the caravan route of Punisher once again. Zeus just making that slow march across the field with his out-teched army. Where's your armory at now, Punisher? Is getting his last upgrade. Zeus is done at this point. Villagers 90 to the 96. Man, there's a lot of converts going off for Zeus. Punisher refusing to give up though. I think this map spawn just is perfect for Zeus. So easy for him to put up those walls, which he loves. There's not much Punisher can do. Unless he tries to throw down a wonder of his own. And the only way Punisher is going to win this if he can somehow throw down a wonder. So he's just going pure Asabara, which is not a bad choice. I think he's doing fairly well in this fight, actually. Punisher's actually doing very well in this fight. That was perfect. Really good engagement for him. Somebody throw down a wonder. It's the only way this game's gonna finish, I think. He's got like all these toggle attacks going. Punisher finally gonna bring down this Fortress of Zeus. He's making some fortresses of his own in base. Players just continuing to trade armies, it looks like, back and forth. The person with defender's advantage is always going to win. Zeus is almost running out of wood on his plateau. I can just show you guys the fights over and over again. Everybody pretty much has every tech in the game. Oh, one thing, conditioning. Who's gonna throw down the wonder first? Not a bad spot for Punisher to throw it down. Ooh, that was a huge volley for Zeus. Man, look at the range on these Palantonan champions. So that's one way to kill a wall. GG called by Punisher. It's kind of an unexpected GG. Still has a lot of resources in the bank. I don't think it was necessarily over. Zeus is sitting at 22,000 gold, so I guess there's no point in continuing. I'm glad they spared my voice. Have a look at these crazy stats. I'm sure they're gonna be through the roof. Are you serious right now? 167,000 resources. Holy crap. 60 techs to the 42. These guys went crazy all out on the techs. Wow, good game. Crazy battles. Yeah, it was just Zeus's defense, man. It's hard to push through there. Nice try, Punisher. Good game, Zeus. I think Punisher forgot about the wonder. Okay. That's probably is going to be it for today.